Hi, everyone. I hope you are doing well and you are enjoying your 2 day snow day, which is pretty epic. I know that many of you are working from home and asynchronously through this time, just like I have been. So I hope you've been enjoying that extra time. I've been receiving a lot of emails, which again is heartwarming because it just shows that you're working hard and that you're able to do this whole working from home thing. But I wanted to compile a video. This is a video for all students because I'm explaining the final step of the final performance task. And this is going to just be, again, the lesson, I guess, for all students. I'll reiterate this in class tomorrow, but I do have a number of students who are working from home. And so consider this your lesson basically for the final stage. So I ask that every student does listen to this lesson. Okay, if you are planning on working remotely over the next couple of weeks for the rest of the semester, please just send me an email so that I know, okay, and that we can stay obviously in touch that way. So the final stage of the final performance task is your evidence of impact show and tell carousel presentation. You have a choice. You can prepare this presentation to be done in person, live in class, or you can just prepare a video that you upload into your folder and into Dropbox, and I will view by myself without anyone else seeing. It's your call. The whole purpose of this video is to prove to me that you did your work. So consider this like a reverse sales pitch. You're not telling me and selling me your campaign. You're telling me how well your campaign went and what you learned. Okay. And you're showing me that you did the work. So a number of you, for example, are using personal social media campaigns. I can't necessarily go into your personal social, so I can't see what you've done. So this is, again, your way of showing me, hey, Ms. Thompson, this is what I worked on. This is what I did. This is the proof of it. Okay. So I'm going to show you an exemplar of a student who did this in a previous semester that was excellent, and that will help to reiterate what you need to do. Okay. So your presentation should include a brief summary of your campaign. So just a reintroduction as to what you did, how it went, and then evidence of sort of that, the documentation of that process. And then you want to show me what was the result. So who did you share it with? Who saw it? What did they think? How many likes did you have? So if you were using a social media campaign, you would want to screenshot all of the different posts that you made. I expect that you made more than one post, right? And how many people saw it? What were the comments? What was what did it look like? What was the feedback? If you had a survey, how many people, fill in the survey? What were the results? What were the comments, etc.? So again, what you're trying to do with this presentation is to show me what you did, essentially prove to me that you did the work, but also show me how much of an impact it made and what was that impact like. You can also talk about things that you would improve on. So what you learned, again, we don't know until we know. So you try something like this and you learn as you go. So let me show you an example of student work that was done previously. So I first want to show that this was her folder. So again, a reminder that everything that you do for this final performance task is going to go into your summative folder that you shared with me, okay? So this is everything and anything. So links, in this case, obviously you can see there's, video, bibliography, the presentation script, final reflection, Instagram links, media, like all of her survey stuff was here, all of it here, here, here. Okay. So anything that you do for your final performance task goes into your folder. For her evidence of impact presentation, this was was an essentially a perfect presentation. So she received 100% on it, and ultimately you want to. This is just again a visual for you to see an incredible presentation, but it's just to give you an idea of what you can do. So this was her slide deck. She just introduced the topic. And then she started to go into the results. So she had a survey and she talked about different results of the survey. She had an Instagram account and she screenshotted the actual page of the Instagram account. Okay. She also went and did a blog, which of course she shared that with me, and then screenshotted the different blog entries that she made. These were some of the results of her survey that she shared. So again, commentary as well as overall graphology of that. She did 8 different Instagram posts. So she screenshotted the different posts that she did, including the number of likes and impressions for each of these posts. So again, day 5, day 6, day 7, day 8, and the likes and impressions. These were some of the active followers as well as some of the comments that she had. Okay, so again, blanking out some of the names for privacy reasons. Okay. And she also did engagement pieces. So she included stories, okay, and different questions, myth or fact questions. She was able to get engagement through her Instagram stories. Again, just sharing and screenshotting all of the work that she did because I wouldn't have seen all of this. So she was taking time to really show me what she did, right? She also had one, and she talked about this in her presentation. She had a negative comment. And we know we've talked about this a lot in our course that sometimes when you're on social media, things can go sideways. So she documented this and she shared in her presentation how she handled it and how challenging it was, but also how it was an important learning experience for her. So again, in your presentation, you can talk about things that go sideways or things that don't go as you planned or things that you'd like to improve on in the future. Okay. And then she also, shared some of the different comments she got through her blog as well. Okay. So I wanted to share that with you guys today so that you could see an example of what what your final performance task could look like. And sorry about that. What your final performance task could look like. And ultimately just to give you that overall messaging for how to compile it together. Okay. Now, we're going to be back in class tomorrow together. So I've moved this all down the line. So you can either do this presentation. Sorry, you can either work on this in class tomorrow or from home. We'll have more time, and then it's due on Friday. Okay. So we'll have more time this week just because of the snow days. But ultimately, we need to wrap it up because next week is exam week, which is so wild. All right. If you have any questions about this, though, just send me an email. I'm happy to answer your emails and let me know if you have any questions or concerns. And otherwise, I will see you tomorrow or I will hear from you over email if you're working remotely. Okay. See you then.